time is one of the greatest puzzles of science, a mystery that challenges our understanding. Could we exist in a cosmos where time is not part of the equation? Or perhaps, will it ever be possible to navigate through it, like in a dream machine? The question that fascinates me the most is our journey from birth to our final breath already mapped out, like an immutable story written in the folds of the universe? In the next few minutes, we will unravel what time really means, and this might forever change how you see your own life. Einstein's theory of relativity shattered the idea that time is the same for everyone, as if it were a river flowing equally everywhere. Each of us carries our own internal clock, a marker that guides us toward tomorrow without stopping. But here's the secret. Time is not the same for everyone. It seems to flow steadily, but when we place precise clocks side by side, we notice small differences. Experiments with cutting-edge technology, like atomic clocks, have proven that time behaves uniquely depending on where we are. Gravity shapes the space around it, stretching time like a piece of rubber. Likewise, the faster we move, the more time seems to slow down, a phenomenon that becomes even more extreme near the speed of light. What's even more intriguing is that the laws of physics don't require time to follow a fixed direction. So why do we feel it always moving from the past to the future? Think about it. A cup falls and shatters, but we never see the pieces come back together to form the cup again. Water in a glass heats up and turns into vapor, but we never see it solidify into ice without help. The past is etched in our memories, the present is what we touch now, and the future seems like a mystery without clues. This gives us the impression that time has an arrow pointing forward. But in reality, relativity suggests that this idea might be an illusion. Time doesn't move, it's part of a single structure called spacetime that combines all dimensions into one block. Imagine spacetime as an immense cosmic tapestry. Each thread of this tapestry is a moment, and now for someone somewhere. For one person, these threads align, creating the sequence of events we call life. But if we gather all the threads, all perspectives from all moments from the beginning to the end of the universe, we'd have the complete tapestry. There is no now that applies to everyone. Each of us lives in our own piece of this tapestry, and we're so interwoven in it that we can never see it from the outside. If we could, we'd see something like a giant painting, with every moment of existence already depicted, from the birth of stars to the extinction of worlds. If we could observe this entire tapestry, we'd see our lives complete, from the first cry to the final goodbye, already drawn there. The same applies to the universe. The formation of planets, the shining and fading of stars, the beginning and end of our story, all would already be there, etched in this cosmic fabric. Another way to visualize this is to imagine space-time as an old film reel. Each frame is a moment, and our perception makes it seem like it's being projected, creating the illusion of movement. Each person lives their own frame, their own now. But physics hasn't found the projector that makes the film move forward. Everything suggests that space-time, past, present, and future, exists as a whole, without beginning or end. And here's something even stranger. The laws of physics say that, in theory, a broken cup could reassemble itself. Water could turn into ice on a hot day. This is because the fundamental equations don't distinguish between past and future. They're symmetrical. So why don't we ever see these things happen? This leads us to a radical idea. What we call the passage of time might just be a perception, a trick of our mind. In reality, all moments, those we've lived, those we're living, and those to come, coexist. The now is just a piece of this cosmic tapestry that we're observing. This means there's no single present for everyone. People from other eras like Cleopatra or someone from the year 4000 exist in their own threads of the tapestry, but they're not in the same now as us. And there's more. Everything you see is already the past. Light takes time to reach your eyes. This text, you see it with a tiny delay. The moon, as it was just over a second ago. The sun, as it was 8 minutes ago. The farther we look, the deeper into the past we travel. To capture the universe in real time, we'd have to wait for light from all corners to reach us, something that would take billions of years. Our present is, in fact, a collage of moments that have already happened. This view changes everything. Since we're on the same planet, with similar speeds and gravitational forces, we experience time almost identically. But if we were on distant planets, traveling at different speeds, our nows could be completely different. Space-time, in relativity, is like modeling clay. It can be twisted, stretched, shaped. Just as we know space exists as a whole, time is also already there, complete. Einstein said something like this: "For physicists, the separation between past, present, and future is just an illusion, however convincing it may seem." This leads us to a disturbing idea. Every moment of our life, from birth to the end, is already fixed in this cosmic fabric. We're just following a path that's already been traced, like characters in a story already written. This raises a profound question. If everything is already set, do we have the freedom to choose? We're merely travelers in a current that carries us. If we could step out of this current, we'd see the beginning and the end, like someone watching a finished movie. The film Interstellar captured this idea masterfully. The past is still there, the future too, even if we haven't lived it yet. And now, another question arises. Can we predict what's to come? Is everything decided? In classical physics, the universe follows fixed rules. If we know how everything begins, we can calculate what happens next. In that world, the future would be inevitable. Einstein believed in this, and his equations predict cosmic events with astonishing precision. But then came quantum mechanics, and everything changed. At the particle level, nothing is certain. We don't know where an atom will be, only the chances of it being somewhere. This uncertainty suggests that the universe may not be as predictable as we thought, and we, as observers, have a role in shaping reality. While many laws allow for precise predictions, the quantum world brings a touch of chaos. Small changes can lead to completely different outcomes in the future, and many events depend on quantum effects, which might suggest there's room for free choices. But how far does this go? If relativity is already a challenge, the quantum view of time is even more confusing. In quantum mechanics, past, present, and future can coexist like notes in the same symphony. Even stranger, what causes something can come after the effect. Experiments, like the double-slit experiment, show that a particle can be in multiple states until observed, and that observation seems to affect even what already happened. This makes us wonder, does time only exist because we perceive it? If there were no one to observe, would there be time? Perhaps what we call the flow of time is just our consciousness navigating a cosmic web. We don't go back to the past because our perception has already moved through it. And what if reality is an infinite set of possibilities? Our mind might be choosing, at every moment, which path to follow, like tuning into a song on a radio with infinite stations. The universe would be like an orchestra playing all melodies at once, and we choose which one to hear. If this is true, we live in a kind of illusion where everything has already happened and our mind merely selects the pieces. You've already lived, loved, and left. It's all there, ready to be discovered. It might seem frightening, but it's also incredibly fascinating. Some will say this is philosophy, but science is starting to explore these ideas more seriously. To wrap up, Einstein's words in a letter after the death of his friend Michel Besso sum it all up. He left this world before me, but that doesn't mean anything. For us physicists, time is just an illusion, however persistent. Einstein passed away a little over a month later. Subscribe to the channel and leave your comment. Thank you for watching. Stay well, and see you in the next video.